Let's replay Mystery Case Files MillionHeir. I'm MCFPapa, and this is part 1. Now this is like the third or fourth time I've tried to record a Let's Replay of this game, and every time it faced some sort of issues. So if you're seeing this, then that means it finally worked out properly. If you haven't seen this, then it means that this whole session was just a waste of time and I'm talking to myself. Huh. Prelude, it's good to be Phil T. Rich. 1 year ago. Welcome, Detective. I'm Phil T. Rich. Thank you for helping me with this trifling matter. The agency said you're the best at locating lost items, so I immediately sent for you. I seem to have mislaid some priceless treasures, and the Louvre needs them back by tonight. Here's a list of items which should still be in the study. I have another urgent matter to attend to. Hello, Detective. I'm the crime computer. I've been assigned to help you with your detective matters. Let me scan through the list of objects that Phil gave you. Looks like the first one is an authentic 20th century detective badge. Search an area, drag a stylus on the bottom screen, or press the D-pad or buttons to scroll. When you find the badge, tap it with the stylus to pick it up. Be sure to look all around. To assist you, I'll always put the items you need to find on your object list. You can show and hide the object list with this button. Tap it now to open the list and look for that badge. I like the whole text screen here because it really reminds me of the old original Ace Attorney games. And I like also having pictures of a bunch of the suspects you visit on Phil's mantle. Though they're so pixelated, it's hard to see who they are. Like, that's Leo Ryan, I'm pretty sure. And that's Dusty Graves. But alert! This badge is filthy. Perhaps you should clean it before presenting it to our client. And then riveting DS exclusive gameplay. It's still mind-boggling to me that we got not only one Mystery Case Files game exclusive to a console, but we also got the Malgrave incident for the Wii. And, like, man, I would love if there was a, like, brand new Mystery Case Files game made exclusively for, like, the Switch or something, but sadly, I think with the way the series is now, those days are pretty much impossible to come back. Spotless. The next item is a rare Egyptian letter opener, most likely on Phil's desk. I'll put a sparkling blue effect over the area. Find it on the bottom screen and tap it with your stylus. I think maybe if we're insanely lucky, we could get maybe just a direct port of some of the PC games to, like, the Switch or PlayStation or something else, but I really doubt we'd ever get a full-fledged new game for 'em. Good, the blue effect indicates that you can have a closer look in that area. Now somewhere in this cluttered desktop is the letter opener. Please locate it. And the soup has an air of mystery about it. Or anything else interesting on the desk? Not really. Except for the letter. Well, that's pretty interesting. if I was investigating this scene, I'd just quietly just pocket that. Because I doubt the filthy rich, because he's filthy rich, he'd miss just a few bucks like this. Fantastic. Just the thing we are looking for, Detective. There's only one item left. King Tutankhamun's crown. Let's use a hint to find it quickly. Tap the hint button and watch the top screen. Hint sparkles will show you where the object is located. That's it. You finished this assignment. The agency will be most impressed. Finished already? Splendid. This is just what I needed. It's good to be filthy rich, but it's also very tiring. Take that badge as payment. You more than deserve it for rushing out so quickly. You got your badge. I guess the implication is somehow, without this, you wouldn't have ever gotten involved with the MCF, like, agency or something? I don't know. You'd think the agency would have issued you your badge. Maybe it's just a new badge or something. Anyway, on to Chapter 1, Misplaced Millionaire. The present day. And by present day, they mean like 2006, 2007, sometime like that. Finally, some time home. After 6 months on my yacht, I almost forgot what this place looks like. The walk down here is dreadful. I don't know why I build all these passages underground. Nobody would dare break into the Phil T mansion after all. The game is over, Phil. Your happy-go-lucky days of being the world's wealthiest millionaire are over. With you out of the way, the fortune is mine. Extreme yachting, extreme finance, extreme collecting, extremely missing, authorities baffled, filthy rich vanishes, wealthy tycoon fond of excess, master detective brought in to investigate disappearance, detective has a history of success. So I guess in the span of just a year, the implication is Huntsville, prime suspects, Ravenhurst, and Madame Fate all took place. I don't know about that. Oh, I skipped something. I skipped the big contract to read. That. Now I shall read the fine print. On this day, in witness thereof, and in view of wherewithal, I will, to the best of my ability, assume that I am the master detective. I shall strive to find hidden objects as customarily performed by such master detectives with such skill sets in such digital environments under such circumstances. Such duties shall be rendered at the once before mentioned digital premises. Parties agree that the terms and conditions set hereinafter and thereinbefore are subject to considerable and deserved mockery and are bound together solely by a redundancy of fabricated prepositions. I do hereby solemnly swear to seek and solve. Well, I signed it Luke in the original playthrough of this, I'm pretty sure, so I'll sign it MCFPapa. We'll see how long my signature lasts before I shorten it or just stop caring altogether. Hello again, Detective. The agency assigned me to help you find Mr. Phil T. Rich. I've been upgraded since our last case together, but most of my attachments are unfinished. We should start by establishing who knew Phil. They might know what happened to him. It's well known that most millionaires keep a dossier of their business partners and acquaintances. See if you can find his dossier lying around here, Detective. I can indeed. Why is it lagging for this? I don't know. You found Phil's dossier. Excellent. This is a good start, but some of the first pages appear to be missing information. Perhaps there's something useful on the desk. Why don't you take a closer look? Alright, yeah, I really should just use the arrow keys and stuff, because it's a lot easier to move around than trying to drag all the time. And oh boy, found a snapshot. This picture fits perfectly. What better way to start our digging than with this miner? Coal miner, gem prospector. Now, one thing I really love about this game is like it's a combination of all the best parts of all the classic MCF games. Like it has the part, like the picture, like suspects you're investigating, like prime suspects, and the randomized culprit, like prime suspects. But then it also has like interactive objects like what were in Madame Fate, and some super puzzles which were introduced in Ravenhurst, and it's just a really nice send-off for the whole classic era of MCF games. Like, it's surprising how high quality this is, because they could have just made a cheap, like, quick buck game and stuff, but they put a ton of effort into this. A ways off the beaten path, aren't you, detective? I heard they called you in to investigate Mr. Rich's disappearance. Have a look around if you like, but I doubt you'll find anything of value in this old mine. The only downside, really, to this game is because it is originally meant for a DS screen. It's very zoomed in, so it's hard to actually see everything. Like, you can collapse the list and look at the scene in its entirety, but then, first of all, you don't know what you're looking for, because you can't see the list, and second of all, it's so pixelated, you really aren't likely to see anything in it. And man, is the game lagging for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. Guess it's so hard to render a DS game, of all things. There's a spooky ghost right there. Oh, there's the bell. Excellent, that's all the clues in this area, but there's still more clues to find in other places. It's interesting that the first level you need to find everything. You don't get any leeway with missing items. And now, this schoolhouse scene I really like for its like stormy aesthetic. Over here in the corner. And also, leaves are falling. So, like, the game actually has animated scenes like the damn Fate again. So, it just, like, is an amalgamation of the best this classic early era of MCF games had to offer. And it's really fun. Found enough clues for this character. The prime computer will analyze the data. The crime computer thinks Cole isn't minding his own business. Solve this multifaceted puzzle to bring more luminescence to the situation. And another thing it has from, I guess you'd say it's its own unique thing, but just the idea of having several different puzzles and not just the same puzzle at the end of a level is from Prime Suspects. Oh, you're here because of what happened to Mr. Rich? Sorry, but I don't know much about him. Well, we did have an argument over a ruby once, most valuable thing I ever found down here. But no hard feelings, right? I would never hold a grudge over that, though she was a sweet ruby. Argued with Phil over a ruby. There. That's a legally binding signature right there. Anyway, good luck with your investigation. Here, take this so you can find your way out. You got a flashlight. Yay. I mean, the only game it really doesn't take anything from, specifically, I guess, is Huntsville, but that's because Huntsville was the first, and it was improved upon by all the added mechanics of the later games. Whoa, what happened to the lights? It's a good thing you have a flashlight. Touch the DS icon to bring up your toolbar menu. Tap the blinking flashlight icon to equip your flashlight. And now the flashlight is back from Prime Suspects, and in some levels you even need to find a battery for it. But it really isn't nearly as much of a hindrance as it was in Prime Suspects, because in Prime Suspects you could only see a small portion of the screen with the flashlight, but here the flashlight means you still are able to see like 2/3 of the screen since it's so zoomed in. Now, of the whole scene, it's about the same size as it was in Prime Suspects, but it's not nearly as much of an issue because you are already really zoomed in and only saw a small part of the screen. But anyway, there's all we got. Emmy Day now, and Lee O'Ryan, astronomy professor. Something weird though is that the game is much more focused on puns with the characters. Like, Prime Suspects had a few puns to their characters, but like this one, pretty much everyone's name is a pun. Coal Miner, Emmy Day now, Leo Ryan. That's pretty clever, because the first half is Leo, one constellation, and the second half is Orion, another constellation. And Emmy Day now, because she's wanting an Emmy any day now. Pretty unique. And anyway, that'll do it for this first part, so like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next time. Or maybe I won't see you at all, because this whole thing will have been a failure, and I'll have to try it again.